You know, when it comes to investing, there's this idea that you have to be some kind of genius, right? That you've got to pick the winning stocks, time the market perfectly. It's exhausting. But what if I told you there's a way to build a really solid portfolio with just 4 investments? A portfolio designed not just to grow, but to actually protect your money. Okay, let's get into it.
So, let me start by asking you something. Think about that part of your portfolio. You know, the safe part. The part that's supposed to be your risk-free foundation. What if it's actually losing you money? Like literally making you poorer every single day?
To figure that out, we have to tear down one of the biggest myths in investing. I'm talking about the classic 60-40 portfolio.
I mean, this is the one you hear everywhere, right? It's the industry standard, your financial advisor's favorite. The rule of thumb, 60% of your cash goes into stocks for that sweet, sweet growth, and the other 40%, well, that goes into bonds for safety.
And the whole idea behind it sounds pretty logical, right? The stocks are your gas pedal. They're supposed to drive your growth. And then that big 40% chunk in bonds, especially something like US Treasuries, that's supposed to be your emergency brake, your risk-free anchor that just sits there and gives you a little bit of income.
Okay, but this is exactly where the whole thing falls apart. Calling it risk-free is honestly just wrong. Here's the reality check. If inflation, the real cost of everything going up, is higher than the tiny bit of interest you're earning, then your safe money is basically melting. It's losing its buying power day in and day out.
Think about it. Right now, a lot of treasury bonds are paying out, 3 to 4%? And that's before you pay taxes on it if it's not in a retirement account. Well, if the cost of living is going up faster than that, you're not keeping up. It's simple math. You are going backwards.
So, okay, if the old 60-40 model's broken, what's the fix? What's a better way to do this in the world we live in today? Let's build a different kind of portfolio, something that's way more resilient.
Now, before we jump in, just a quick clarification. When I say portfolio, I'm talking about all your financial assets, your paper investments lumped together. So think your 401k, your IRA, your regular brokerage account, all of it viewed as one big pie. We're not talking about the house you live in or any physical real estate you own. This is all about your paper assets.
All right, so here is the alternative. And you can see it looks totally different. 50% goes into an S&P 500 fund, 10% in international stocks, 20% in gold, and the last 20% goes into what I call the opportunity bucket. That's it. Just 4 simple pieces.
So let's break this down, piece by piece. First up, let's talk about the engine of this thing, the growth part.
The absolute foundation, the core of this whole strategy, is putting a full 50%, half of the entire portfolio, into an S&P 500 index fund or an ETF. This is the bedrock.
And the beauty of this is how simple and powerful it is. You don't need to be a stock-picking wizard. Why? Because the index does the work for you. It's self-cleaning. When a company starts to struggle, it gets kicked out. When a new, innovative company rises up, it gets added in. So you're always automatically invested in the biggest and strongest companies out there.
Okay, so that's the first half. Next up, we're going to add another really important layer. 10% into international stocks. You know, it's kind of crazy how many people have all their eggs in one basket, one single country. Putting 100% of your money in just one economy is a huge unforced error. This piece isn't about chasing the highest returns. It's about playing defense. It's about reducing your risk over the long haul. You get exposure to the whole world, different currencies, and you get a mix of both stable places like Germany and Japan and high-growth places like India and China. All right, we've covered the growth engine. Now we get to the parts that really set this portfolio apart from anything your typical financial advisor would build. Let's talk about protection and opportunity.
Now, I know what you're thinking. 20% in gold? That might sound like a lot, but listen, this isn't for growth. Gold is your financial insurance policy. It's that simple. Governments and central banks can and do print money endlessly, and every time they do, the dollars in your pocket get a little bit weaker. But you know what they can't print? Gold. It's your ultimate protection against that quiet theft of your purchasing power.
And that brings us to the last piece of the puzzle, the final 20%. This is where you get to play a little. I call it the opportunity bucket. It's your zone for taking some smart, calculated risks. It's where you put your money where your mouth is on your own big ideas.
So what goes in here? Well, really, anything you have high conviction in. Maybe it's other commodities like silver or uranium. Maybe it's a few tech stocks you really believe in. It could be REITs, which are just an easy way to own a piece of a bunch of real estate. Or, yeah, it could even be some Bitcoin or other crypto. But here is the absolute golden rule.
all of your speculation, all of it, stays inside this 20% bucket. That way you can swing for the fences without ever risking your entire financial foundation.
Okay, so let's step back and look at the big picture. When you combine these 4 pieces, what have you actually built? Why does this whole strategy just work, especially in the economy we're in right now?
Well, it's pretty simple, really. 1, you've got your growth, powered by the broad stock market. 2, you've got real protection, with gold as your hedge against inflation and currency chaos. 3, you have actual diversification, not just across companies, but across countries, currencies, and different types of assets. And 4, you've got flexibility, with that opportunity bucket to act on your own research.
And you have to understand something fundamental about the system we live in. Markets are basically designed to go up over the long run. Now, why is that? In one phrase, money printing. When more and more money is created, it has to go somewhere. It pushes up the price of everything, stocks, real estate, you name it. It's not necessarily that the assets are worth more, it's that the dollars used to buy them are worth less. That's the tailwind you're riding.
And honestly, this is the most important part. The reason most people don't succeed with investing isn't because they don't have a complex enough strategy. It's because of their own behavior. The hardest part is having the discipline to just stick with it, to not sell everything in a panic when the market drops. I'm telling you, discipline will beat a complex strategy 9 times out of 10. Heck, 10 times out of 10. And look, here's the bottom line. Most of the portfolios the Wall Street pushes are built to work within their system, not necessarily to protect you. They tell you bonds are safe, but they quietly get eaten by inflation. They pretty much ignore gold because, well, it doesn't really fit their business model. This approach, this is different. It's built to be resilient, to prepare you for a bunch of different outcomes, not just the one sunny scenario.
So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. In today's crazy economic world where everyone is telling you to do more, to trade more, to make things more complicated, what if all that complexity is actually the biggest thing standing in the way of you building real, lasting wealth?